Welcome back. Now time for part 2 of our special series, investigating church violence. With 18 deadly shootings in the last 11 years in the U.S., it is an issue that many churches here locally are addressing. Tonight, Emily DeVoe has an exclusive look into safety training aimed at keeping churchgoers safe.
The seminar, which took place in Gulf Shores 2 weekends ago, is called the Sheepdog Seminar because pastors have a responsibility as a sheepdog to protect their flock. Nearly 100 people showed up, and we were the only media inside to give you insight into some of the highlights from the 8-hour-long event. It's a bit unusual to find a group of religious leaders talking about security, but that's exactly what this seminar in Gulf Shores is about.
So the main thing we're hoping they'll do is wake up.
Now is a time to be vigilant and aware.
We have started to think about security at our church.
For most of them, what happened in Charleston got them thinking.
After that happened, I immediately began to get emails and calls from pastors saying, what can we do to protect our church?
Protect the church not just from a rare random killing like what happened in South Carolina, but the hundreds of other violent crimes that happen on church properties, all because there's no security.
Churches for so long have asked the wrong question. Well, what's that got to do with our church? Did it happen on your property? Take ownership of it.
Churches are very naive. They're very trusting. And if you show up, you're willing to eager to help, volunteer, then you're going to get signed up. And we've had pedophiles tell us that, pedophiles who've told us that, I went to the church because I knew they would give me access to the children.
The issue here is that no pastor is going to turn someone away or cut down on their ministries, so finding a way to ward off crime takes some work.
Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
Church security researcher Carl Chin says to start by making a list of your vulnerabilities.
Do your doors lock and shut each time they come shut? Is your fire alarm system working right? Are your children's churches, your children's Sunday school rooms, are the outside entries to them locked?
From there, you can start talking about a security plan.
It's like jazz. And people say, what do you mean by that? When you're planning security, you don't plan exactly every move that every person on your safety team will make if this happens, because however you viewed it in your mind is not how it's going to go down when it actually happens.
For some people, their plan includes hiring off-duty officers or creating a team of their own, since Alabama statutes leave it up to churches to decide whether or not to ban weapons.
We have a security team in our church. It includes about 12 shooters.
And with more and more people concealed carrying these days, that brings up another concern.
You have to be careful. So many people are concealed carry now. I am, and that's okay. That's all right. But you want to make sure that if there is an event, you've got something in place so you don't have the Old West taking place.
Two dilemmas, having too much protection or not enough. It's a conversation that's starting to take shape, but it's far from over. Coming up tomorrow at 5, we'll take you to a church that has security down to a science. As churchgoers walk into the Brownsville Assembly of God on Sundays, there are 12 men who keep their identity a secret, but their main purpose is to keep everyone safe. Nearly all of them are retired law enforcement, military, or Secret Service. They give us some insight into their operation in the final segment of our series. Reporting in the studio, Emily DeVoe, News 5.